All right, so the next installment, day 34. We've got Exodus 13 through 15. We're going to go see how Moses has God part the Red Sea for him. So here we go. Then Jehovah spake unto Moses, saying, Sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both of man and beast, it is mine. Moses said unto the people, Remember this day which ye came out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. For the strength of thy hand the Lord hath brought you from this place. There shall be no leavened bread eaten. This day ye came out of a month of Abib. And it shall be, when Jehovah shall bring thee unto thy land of Canaanites, and the Hittites, and the Amorites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, which he sware unto thy fathers to give, and the land flowing with milk and honey, thou shalt keep his service to this month. 7 days shall eat unleavened bread, and in the 7th day shall be a feast unto Jehovah. Unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days, and there shall be no leavened bread be seen with thee, neither shall they be leaven seen with thee in all thy quarters. Leaven is sin. And thou shalt show thy son in thy day, saying, that this is done because which the Lord did unto me when I came forth out of Egypt. And it shall be a sign unto thee, upon thy hand, for a memorial, and between thy eyes. Upon thy hand and between thy eyes, that the Lord's law may be in thy mouth with a strong hand, and with Jehovah brought thee out of Egypt. You know how many times I hear people say they didn't have the law? Okay, let me just read this again for you. And it shall be a sign unto thee upon thy hand, and a memorial between thy eyes, that Jehovah's law may be in thy mouth. For with a strong hand he hath the Lord brought us out of Egypt. Wow. Wow. So let me just write down here verse 9. Thou shalt keep this ordinance in the season from year to year. And it shall be, when Jehovah shall bring thee into the land of the Canaanites, that he swear unto thee, to thy fathers, and he shall give it to thee. When he brings you into the land is when you do this. Okay? We know in Deuteronomy 12, he tells us where this can be done. It's Jerusalem, where he puts his name. Thou shalt set apart unto the Jehovah, that he openeth the matrix, and every firstling cometh out of the beast, which hath the males shall be Jehovah's. And every firstlings of an ass thou shalt redeem with the lamb. And if thou wilt not redeem it, then thou shalt break his neck. And all of the firstborn of the man among thy children thou shalt redeem. And it shall be when thy son asketh thee in the time to come, saying, What is this? That thou shalt say unto him, By the strength of Jehovah he brought us out of Egypt from the house of bondage. And it came to pass that when the Pharaoh would hardly let us go, that the Lord slew all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, and the firstborn of man, and the firstborn of beast. Therefore, the sacrifice to the Lord that openeth the matrix, being males, but all the firstborn of my children I redeem. Verse 16, and it shall be a token upon thine hand, for in the frontlets between thy eyes, for by the strength of thy hand he brought us out of Egypt. So now, what's everybody worried about now? The mark of the beast, right? They're going to have a mark on somebody's hand and between their and on their forehead, right? Yeah, could. Okay, what the hand is your actions. Between your forehead means that you think about it. It's in your mind. Okay? You understand it. You do it. You do it. Here's your hand as your due. So it's their fruits is the mark of the beast, folks. Or lack thereof. But God led the people about the way of the wilderness in the Red Sea, and the children of Israel went up harnessed out of the land of Egypt. And Moses took the bones of Joseph with him, for he had straitly sworn to the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones hence with you. And they took their journey from Succoth to the camp in Etham, to the edge of the wilderness. And Jehovah went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, and led them by the way, and by night a pillar of fire, and to give them light to go by day and night. He took not away the pillar of cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. Chapter 14. And Jehovah spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they turn and encamp before Philoth, between Migdol and the sea, over Bezrom, before ye shall encamp by the sea. Hey, Jocelyn, how are you? Good morning, good morning. And this is verse 3. Pharaoh will say to the children, this is chapter 14, verse 3, and Pharaoh will say to the children of Israel, they are entangled in the land, and in the wilderness hath shut them in. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and he shall follow after them. He's setting a trap. And he shall follow after them. And I will be honored upon Pharaoh and upon his host, that the Egyptians may know that I am Jehovah. And they did so. And it was told the king of Egypt, and that the people fled, and the heart of the Pharaoh and his servants was turned against the people. And they said, Why have we done this? What have we let Israel go and from serving us? And he made ready the chariot, and he took his people with him. And he took 600 chosen chariots, and all the chariots of Egypt, and the captains over every one of them. And Jehovah hardened the heart of Pharaoh the king in Egypt, and he pursued after the children of Israel. And the children of Israel went out with the right hand, and the children went out with the right hand, or with the high hand, with the high hand. But the Egyptians pursued after them, all the horses and all the chariots, Pharaoh and his horsemen and all the army, and they overtook the encamping by the sea, besides Philroth and before Bazalapham. And when Pharaoh drew nigh, the children of Israel lifted up their eyes, and behold, the Egyptians marched after them, and they were sore afraid. And the children of Israel cried out unto Jehovah. And they said unto Moses, Because there is no graves in Egypt, thou hast taken us away to die in the wilderness? Therefore hast thou dealt thus with us to carry forth out of Egypt. Is not the word that we did thee in Egypt, saying, Let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians. For it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than we should die in the wilderness. So they don't believe yet. Even though they're following, they saw all of the plagues. They saw the pillar of fire at night and the pillar of smoke in the day. Man. And they still don't believe yet. And Moses said unto the people, Fear not, stand still, and see the salvation of Jehovah. The salvation, what's that? What is that in Hebrew? The Yeshua of Jehovah, which he will show you this day. For the Egyptians, whom ye have seen this day, ye shall see them again no more forever. Jehovah shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. And Jehovah said unto Moses, There he crieth unto me, Speak unto the children of Israel, that they go forward. But thou lift up thy rod, and stretch it out over thy sea, and divide it, and the children of Israel shall go on dry ground through the midst of the sea. And I, behold, I will harden the hearts of the Egyptians, and they shall follow them. And I will get me honor upon Pharaoh, and upon all his host, and his chariots, and upon the horsemen. Do you know what happens here? Okay, Ron Wyatt, a long time ago, I don't know, let's say a long time ago, like in the 90s or something, early 2000s, 90s, something. Check it out. He went and he found all of this. Chariot debris on the bottom of the Red Sea. Okay, and then he was dismissed as a kook. Okay, but Ron Wyatt Discovery is a cool show. I mean, you can see the shows on YouTube. Okay, they went back just a little while ago, like last year or something, or within the last couple years, and somebody went back and found all that stuff. Okay, they find that all the chariots on the bottom of the Red Sea. Okay, Ron Wyatt just went and looked at the Red Sea profile. Okay, it's really deep. It comes up, it flattens out, and it gets really deep again. That's where he looked, and he found all that junk down there. Okay, now you can find Horeb, which we're going to read about tomorrow. The rock, split rock, is there. 6.5 miles is Jebel al-Alaz. It's a park, a national park in Saudi Arabia with a burnt top on the mountain, and they call it Jebel al-Alaz. And they have forever. It's wild, folks. Okay, here we go. Where was I? Where was I, Dawson? And it came to pass in that morning that Jehovah looked unto the host of Egypt and threw the pillar of fire in the cloud and troubled the host of Egyptians. And he took off the chariot wheels, so they drave them heavily. So that the Egyptians said, let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for us against them, the Egyptians. And Jehovah said unto Moses, stretch out thy hand over the sea. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea and returned to his strength in the morning. And he appeared, and the Egyptians fled against it. And Jehovah overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea, and the waters returned and covered the chariots and the horsemen, and all the hosts of Pharaoh, and came into the sea after them, and remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters where the waters were a wall on the right hand and on the left. Thus Jehovah saved Israel that day out of the hand of the Egyptians, and Israel saw the Egyptians dead upon the seashore. And Israel saw the great work which Jehovah did upon the Egyptians, and thy people feared Jehovah and believed Jehovah and his servant Moses. So they believed now. Then sang Moses and all the children of Israel this song unto Jehovah. He spake, saying, I will sing unto Jehovah. For the Lord hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider has been thrown into the sea. Jehovah is my strength and my song. He has become my salvation. He has become my Yeshua. He is my God, and I will prepare him a habitation, my father's God, and I will exalt him. Jehovah is the man of war. The Lord is his name. Jehovah is his name. Pharaoh, chariots, his host hath cast into the sea. His chosen captains are drowned in the Red Sea. The depths have covered them. They sank into the bottom as a stone. The right hand, O Jehovah, is become glorious in thy power. Thy right hand, O Jehovah, has dashed thee in pieces, the enemy, and the greatness of thine excellency. Thou hast overthrown them that rose against thee, and thou sentest forth by wrath, which consumed them as stubble. And the blast of my nostrils of the water, which gathered together the floods and the upright as a heap, and the depths were congealed in the heart of the sea. And the enemy, I said, I will pursue, and I will overtake, and I will divide the spoil. And my lust shall be satisfied upon them. I will draw my sword, my hand shall destroy them. Thou didst thy blow thy hand, thy wind, the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters. Who is like unto thee, O Jehovah, among the gods? Who is like thee, glorious, holiness, fearful in praises and doings and wonders? Thou stretchest out thy right hand and swallowed them. In thy mercy thou hast led forth the people which thou redeemed. Thou guided them in my strength and into my holy habitation. The people shall hear and be afraid. Sower shall take a hold on the inhabitants of Palestina. Then the dukes of Edom shall be amazed, and the mighty men of Moab, trembling, shall take upon them. All inhabitants of Canaan shall melt away, and the fear and the dread shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm they shall be as still as stone, till thy people pass over. O Jehovah, till the people pass over, which hath purchased. Thou shalt bring them in, thou shalt plant them in the mountain of thine inheritance, in thy place, O Jehovah, which hast made for thee to dwell. In the sanctuary, O Lord, which by the hands have established. The Jehovah shall reign forever and ever. For the horse of Pharaoh went in with the chariots and with the horsemen into the sea, and the Lord brought against the waters of the sea upon the children of Israel, and that they went on dry land in the midst of the sea. And Miriam, the prophetess, the sister of Aaron, took a timbrel in her hand, and all the women went out with her with timbrels and dances. And Miriam answered them, Sing to ye, Lord, for he hath triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider hath he thrown into the sea. So Moses brought Israel from the Red Sea, and they went into the wilderness of Shur. And they went 3 days in the wilderness and found no water. And they came to Marah, and they could not drink of the waters of Marah, for they were bitter. Therefore the name was called Marah. And the people murmured against Moses, saying, What shall we drink? And he cried unto Jehovah. Jehovah showed him a tree, which, when they cast into the waters were made sweet. And he made them a statute, an ordinance. And there he proved them. He proved them. Okay, that's test. Okay, that's test. He tested them. And said, If thou wilt diligently hearken into the voice of thy God, and wilt do which is right in his sight, and give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes, I will put none of these diseases upon thee, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am Jehovah that healeth thee. And they came to Elim, where the 12 wells of water were, and 70 palms, and they encamped there by the waters. Okay, so we get a little test here. They test them by the waters. All right, he proved them, and we're gonna get tomorrow. Tomorrow's reading is 16 through 18. So today was 13 through 15. Where he brings them across the Red Sea. And then they grumble in Marah. Okay, now he's going to take them to Horeb tomorrow. All right, people. Tomorrow is a big day. I'm probably just going to read it real quick here. Well, maybe not. I got to get going. So, tomorrow is a big day, 16 through 18. 16 through 18, you get the test in the wilderness, which is called out in Psalms 95. Okay, David teaches about this too. And so does the book of Hebrews in Hebrews 4. All right, folks, I'll talk to you tomorrow.